Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Welcome to today's class. I don't know if you can hear me. You can drop a comment if you can hear me. Let me do a little revision class based on the following topics. We are going to start with bearing and distances. So it's going to be a very fast class. If you're there, you just say yes. We are going to talk about bearing and distances. I'm going to give you what you are expected to know. I don't know if you can hear me. You can drop a comment if you can hear me. Let me do a little revision class based on the following topics. Okay, we are looking at bearing and distances. There is something I want you to know when you are solving problem on bearing and distances, and that is sine rule. Sine rule, majorly, there is also cosine rule. Sine rule will help you solve problems on bearing and distances. Let's say if you have a triangle like this, just note that this A, B, and C, they are the size. A, B, and C, they are the size of this triangle. If you have any comment, just drop it at the comment section, or any question, I will attend to it. Because this is a live class, I will use my laptop and go through the comments and know how to respond and react to your questions. Okay, this is the size, A, B, C. The small letters are for size. Then the capital letter. Just know that B is the side. The angle facing the side B is capital letter B. The angle facing the side A is capital letter A. The angle facing the side C is capital letter C. And then when you are applying sine rule, you have to say side A over sine of the angle. It is the sine of the angle that you need to take. The sine of the angle is equal to the side B over the sine of B is equal to C over sine C. Sine of the angle, sine of the angle, sine of the angle. If you have this sine rule in mind, whenever you want to solve problems on bearing and distances, one, you need to understand the question. If you understand the question, interpret it in such a way that you will get a triangle. You have to read the question, the word problem line by line, and sketch out the problem in this form. Once you sketch out the problem in this form, you will now apply sine rule. It's very easy. Just note the step. The first thing is read the question carefully. Read the question carefully and interpret the question in this form to form a triangle. Then third step, apply sine rule. Let's take an example. And please, I used A, B, C, but now I'm going to use angles. So don't feel that it's hard once we switch to using angles. Then another thing I need you to note is this. You know, we have compass bearing where you use north, east, west, south. And then this type of bearing, that there is another type where you start from this. This must be your origin. When you go this way, this is 90. When you go this way, this is 90 plus 90, which is 180. When you go this way, this is 270. When you go this way, to complete 360. So these are the basic things you need to do. Now let's take an example. Two ships, A and B. Hope you are just drop a comment if you're following and it's very clear. Let me check the comments here. Two ships, A and B. Leave a port P at the same time. A travels on a bearing of 159 degrees. You can write it down. And B travels on a bearing of 215 degrees. After some time, A is 9 kilometers from P. And the bearing of B from A is 256 degrees. Calculate the distance of B from A. Please note the question because I'm going to clean it up and solve it. Two ships, A and B, leave a port P at the same time. A travels on a bearing of 159 degrees and B travels on a bearing of 256 115 degrees. After some time, A is 9 kilometers from P, and the bearing of B from A is 216 degrees. Calculate the distance of B from A. So in solving this problem now, hope you have it down. You can pause and write it down. Then let's interpret this question so that we can get solution. Once you have a problem, now read it line by line. It's a word problem. You have to read it. And once you miss the diagram, it's going to affect every other thing. Two ships, A and B, leave a port P. You draw, let's say, let this be P. Let this be P. So we have two ships, A and B, that will leave this point P. A travels on a bearing of 159 degrees. So from here, remember here is 90, you drag it to 100 and let's say that here is 159 degrees. You draw it and this is for A. A traveled 159 degrees. Okay, let's continue. And B travels on a bearing of 215. So we have already gotten that of A. For B, we move 90. You will cross to this point and draw it. And remember that for B is 215. Let me write it here. For B, the angle is 215. For A, the angle is 159 degrees. Okay. After some time, A is 9 kilometers from P. The distance from A to P is 9. You see how to interpret it. It's not hard. Just read it line by line. As you read each line, you make a sketch. Another line. If you read it like you're reading in English or just reading straight, you will not get anything. Just take bit by bit. The distance from A to B is 9 kilometers. We have 9 kilometers. 9 kilometers from P. The bearing of B from A is 256. The bearing of B from A, note that word. The bearing of B from A, you must note that word from. From, it shows the starting point. These are the key things. Once you understand it, you will know how to get the diagram. The bearing of B from A, you now draw 256. This is 180. 256. This is 256. You now complete it. So it means that our B is here. Remember that B turned 215 here and 250. So what are we looking for? Calculate the distance of B from A. We are looking for the distance of B here from A. We are looking for this distance. B from A. So let's use X to show what we are looking for. We are looking for this. You see, we have ended up forming a triangle. That is the essence of bearing. You must form a triangle and then apply sine rule. Now we have this side. Only one side is given. If we have this side, then we have to find this angle. We need to find this angle. Once we get this angle B, remember that this side is the unknown. We have to also get this side, this angle. Then we can now say 9 over sine of this angle is equal to the unknown x over sine of this angle. So let's work it and get the size we are looking for. Remember that from here is 159. That's, we have it like this, and we moved to this point, which is 159. If here is 159, what will be this value? It will be 180 minus 159, which will give us 21. It then means that this small side here is 21. That means that here is 21. Remember, this is straight line. From here to here is 180. So since we are giving 159, 180 minus 159 will give us 21. So here is 21. Now let's get the smaller parts. This for the movement of A. Let's get this other one. We moved like this, moved from here, moved to this place, and we have what? 215. That's 215. We want to get this other side. If we have 215, remember that this is 90, 90. Then how do we get this? If we complete this place, is another 90, which will make it 270. So what we are going to do is we'll say 270 minus 215, so that we'll get this remaining part. We'll get this part that will complete it to be 270. So what do we do? 270 minus that will give us 5 here, 40. 270 minus 215, that will give us 55. So we have 55 here. It then means that this angle here is 55. If this angle here is 55, remember we are looking for this. If here is 55, we are looking for the one that will complete this small one. Here is 55. How do we get this? We'll say 90 minus 55. 90 minus 55 will give us 35. We have ended up getting here to be 35. See, what I did here is 90, 90. Then here gave us 215. For us to move from 215 to 270, we have 270 minus 215. We need 55. So here is 55. We got 55 here. Then I traced down this. 90 minus 55 will give us 35. So we have gotten here as 35 and the other one as 21, which if we add it together, we'll have this place to be 56 degrees. So we are done with that point, 56 degrees. Let's look for this. How do we get this angle? You know, we need this and this. We need this and this. How do we get this angle? That means we have to find this place and find this. We can also find it from here and small portion from the other side. So now we have 56 degrees. Moving from, if here is 50, if here is 55 and we have here to be 56. Okay, let's go. This is 256. That's, we have this from here to this point is 256. Good. So what's this small portion? We'll say 270 because from here to here is 90. 270 minus 256 so that we can get that small portion. 270 minus 256. That will give us 14. We have gotten this place as 14. Okay, let's go ahead. If these are alternate angle, then we have here to be 21. We need one more angle so that we can now say this and this. That's what that one more angle that we are looking for. Here is 21. If here is 21, then this side alternate angle can be 21. So if we add up everything and subtract it from 360, we'll get this remaining side. Let's see what we'll have. We'll have 256 plus 14 plus 21. 11, 9, 291. So we can say 360 minus 291 will have 69. That means that this place is giving us 69. If you add everything, it must give you 360. Please drop a comment if you are following. Drop a comment if you are following. If you have any question where you did not understand, this is a live class. You can let me know. So we have ended up getting this point. 69 plus 14. Let's see. That's 83. So we have this place as 83. Now, you know that we can also use some of angles in a triangle is 180. We can use that to get this part. 83 plus 56 minus 180, that will give us 41. We have gotten this place as 41. You see how we have ended up getting all the angles. So let me redraw this diagram and have something like this so that we can apply our sine rule. We have this place as 83. This is where we are looking for distance from A to B. Then we have P here. This side is 56. This side is 41. Here is giving us 9 kilometers. You see how we have ended up using what have been given to get, this is B, to get all the sides. Now we can apply sine rule. Remember sine rule, A over sine A is equal to B over sine B, where A, capital A and B are the angles. Now we can take X. X over sine 56 is equal to 9 over sine 41. Very easy. You cross multiply. You can have X sine 41 is equal to 9 sine 56. Then X will be 9 sine 56 over sine 41. Let's use our calculator and check that. 9 sine, where is our 83? Let's see what we'll get. 9 sine 56 and see. Okay, let's check what distance are we looking for. Calculate the distance of B. Sorry, this is the distance of A. We want to get the distance of B from P. That's this Y. This one will give us 11 point something, which is the distance of B from A. But the question said we should find the distance of B from P. So if it's B from P, remember, this one will give us 11 kilometers. 9 sine 56. 9 sine 56. $11.4. So here now is 11.4 kilometers. So let's get the distance of B from P, which means dy. If we want to get that, we can ask you any of the distance. You say y over sine 83 is equal to 9 over sine 41. Now let's make y the subject of the formula. 9 sine 83. So that y will be 9 sine 83 over sine 41. So the final answer will be 13.6. Please don't joke with bearing. Don't joke with bearing. It's very easy. Just know your sine rule and then know how to interpret the question so that you can get the angles you're looking for. Okay, this is almost 9. I'll be ending the class now. Please drop your comments and drop your question. Drop your comment, drop your questions. I will do more, but let's start at least for the first time having our live class with this. Thank you for watching. Please share this video. Thank you.